Hey YouTube, Gundam here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Oh man, this thing. I'm thinking about just going over and repainting all that, but that'd just take a while, you know. Then again, it doesn't really look like a Star Destroyer with that blue paint on there. At any rate, I'm just doing this as an update video. It's after Christmas. It's taking me a while to work on this bit. As for what I've updated, I've finished the superstructure. This is just a simplistic ship, obviously. But the superstructure is done as to the best of my ability. Same with the bridge. It may need to have been a little bit hard, but there's some huge disparity when it comes to the bridge itself. I did the best I could. Now, I will say this. That is where the bridge is supposed to be. However, this is all that's in here. So, there's that. The shield generators are pretty good, but the sensor dome is intentionally not. Because what this is going to be is just a baseline ship. It is the Imperial hull, of which you would go to the Tector, the Dominator, the Imperial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, other ships from this baseline. Now, I'm going to leave these octuplets here so you get the idea of how big these guns are. These are the 9x9s, but I'm going to probably lower them down. These are the octuplets of the Imperial 2, and some Imperial 1s had it as well, that's the other thing. But the sensors had the X strip for the Imperial 1, and the Imperial 2 had the crossbar. Obviously, Imperial 1's being upgraded had the crossbar as well. I put on the trash door here, which this is a way to get in the ship. You know, all that isn't really all that matters. I do have a hole here, which is just above the reactor. Yes, I've added more than a few gyros. This thing's heavy. As for the engines, well, there's your reactors down there. I'm probably going to add another there just because. The engines, there's one to go down, one to go up, 2 left, 2 right, and 4 Titan engines for forward, 2 Titan engines to stop. So, not much, but that's not the point. There are these 2 yellow strips here for the bottom. I forgot to suck that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. It's still a little... Oh, well. That's okay. I can fix that later. I'm still working. I still have to do around the hangars, obviously. Then I need to do around the hangars. The reactor looks good. This is where I put a lot of the work in today. I think those are heat sinks. I put in the main engines, just painted it. However, I did add in some thrusters inside to help stop the ship. Because 2 Titan engines versus the 4, I didn't think was enough. I might delete those because of FPS. I need to add a bit more in the middle around these engines. Because it doesn't go like it goes like down at an angle somewhat. I need to add that. There's a little bit of stuff on the top. I've added one thing here, but there's more than that. I need to add those still. And then the hangars. And yeah, so it's just finishing up the engine work. I'm probably gonna paint that gray. Finishing up the engines and adjusting the guns, putting the stuff on the top, and doing the hangars. And that'll be it. That'll be the baseline ship. So yeah, it's getting there. It's just such a pain, you know. Oh, and in case you're wondering why these guns were turned and looking like they were shooting, it's because they were. They were shooting at something. Yeah. But, yeah, this definitely, I mean, it's just sitting on a stick right now. Because I need to work it in, and I don't want to do that yet. Oh, yeah, there's also supposed to be 3 guns. Oh, forget them. It's just 3 baby guns. They're not important. I mean, they are important, but blah. It's just supposed to be a base hull. I still have some work to go. It's not perfect, but there is some huge differences because I'm using Rogue One and Fractal Sponge. The problem is there's some differences between the two. And I'm just doing a baseline because the difference between the Imperial 1 and the Imperial 2. I'm just going to leave that up there like that, I suppose. So you can do the sensors depending on what ship you have. Stuff around the hangar will be a little difficult. The little gribbles and stuff on top here isn't going to be a problem. The problem is going to be around the engines. This isn't the easiest bit because of the disparages between the various movies and whatnot. Yeah. I'm still wondering if this stuff should stick out a little more, if that should be a little thinner. Also, these engines are supposed to be like bells going in and thinning out, so I probably need to adjust to that. Oh, this is such a pain. The engines are always the headache. That's why I made mine simple. I just added 1,000. Oh, fucker. Yeah. So, top, hanger, fix. That's part of the top. So do the top, which is easy. The hanger, medium. The engines, pain in the butt to finish. And this was a pain in the butt. This here has just to work on this took me 4 hours of going over material, running calculations, running numbers on what is this thing? Protractor? I don't know. I have a headache. I've spent 4 hours to get to this from the flatness that it was. I mean, you can see where the flat is here, and then I had a few gyros. And it was easy to turn around if you're wondering about that. It's just copy, turn, delete the other one. I'm done. Oh man, this is just bleh. I'm getting there. And soon you will have a great Imperial Star Destroyer. You know what? I'm going to paint this blue. Gone. I'm going to get that gone right now. So, yeah, I'll catch you later.